What do we think of the Kung Fu Panda trilogy? Well, it's better than the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, that's for sure. It started off strong and it ended off strong. It was entertaining all the way through. And despite its focus on more comedy, it's actually a really emotional series, and I'm sad to admit this, I cried during the second film. Okay, you don't actually hear me say this, but I did. Like, this... Honestly, I think because of the comedy, it makes the emotional scenes all the more emotional. You know? That doesn't mean, like, How to Train Your Dragon is a bad franchise. Like, I like the first and second film. I like what they were first going for, what their first drafts of the movies were, but, like, as time went on, I think what could have happened is that they just wanted so much in the trilogy, and you can only do so much with these characters before you could go flat. Like towards the Kung Fu Panda series, it isn't based on anything. So the third movie, the third movie in Kung Fu Panda trilogy felt like it wrapped things up, like it ended things on a very good note. Which is why I kind of prefer the Kung Fu Panda series over How to Train Your Dragon. But that doesn't mean I don't like How to Train Your Dragon. It's a good film. It has good visual style. I liked what they were going for. They wanted something that would go down as good as the Shrek franchise. But the thing is, with Kung Fu Panda and by extension Shrek, not much. They were. More so with Shrek, they were more faithless to the book. Kung Fu Panda never had a book, though, so I can discount it. So Shrek was less faithful to the book. Was less, very less. In fact, a lot of things were very, very different. So you had an entire world to flesh out. So the franchise going for 4 films? Yeah. Yeah, that was fine. Is Shrek 3 a good film? No. But, I mean, it's entertaining enough to hold the kids' attention, so as long as that's there, I'm fine. And let's be frank here, Shrek 3 wasn't that bad. It wasn't the Emoji Movie. It was bad because a lot of the scenes were very lackluster, and a lot of the characters just didn't feel as fleshed out as they could be. The colors were very muted. But overall, it wasn't that bad of an experience. At no point did I feel inclined to rage at the film, is what I'm trying to say. Unlike with How to Train Your Dragon 3, where I felt like raging all the way through, and oh dear God, Shrek, Ice Age 5. Ice Age 5. You know, if I had to say something to Blue Sky, is that they need to drop the Ice Age franchise. It's gone on for way too long. They need to stop making Ice Age films. Or get new people involved. And no, I'm not talking about celebrity voice actors. No, I'm talking about actual professional writers involved. Get more professional writers involved. They can probably handle the Ice Age series better than Blue Sky could have ever. Which is one of the reasons why I don't count Ice Age 5 as part of the Ice Age franchise. just, and I mean, it's kind of a similar point to how I don't consider How to Train Your Dragon 3 canon to the rest of the franchise. It's because there's such huge letdowns that it makes me question what the heck was going on in the office. Like, here's how I picture the conversation went. Like, legit. This is it. Please watch the skit. Alright, our fourth film was so successful. How do we follow it up? Well, we could have an engaging plot with the end of the world, with the end of the world script we have on board, or we can make it just a bunch of cringy jokes and make characters move all around like they're crazy, and just make them plastics, and make every joke a toilet humor joke. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's release it. I'm sure our fans will not get super. You have no idea how much that bothers me. And it seems like I am in the minority here. I'm just kidding. I'm in the majority here. But for hating How to Train Your Dragon 3, it seems like I'm in the minority. It seems like people just don't really care for a franchise. Because, I don't know, maybe they're too blind to see the problems. I'm sorry if any of y'all have the wrong opinion, but How to Train Your Dragon 3 is a disappointment as a sequel. Even more so with Ice Age 5. Ice Age 5 was awful. Like, it ruined the Ice Age franchise. There's a reason why I only stick to the first 4 films. It's because they're actually good. They actually have something in there. And I think that was removed in Ice Age 5. If you're going to watch the Ice Age franchise, if you want to watch the Ice Age franchise, go for the first 4 films. They're great examples of films that take after the Shrek franchise without having to be based off of a book. If you had to watch any movie franchise whatsoever, I would recommend The Incredibles, Ice Age, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, the first 2 How to Train Your Dragon films, Toy Story. You know, all those good films. Don't watch the bad films. Don't watch How to Train Your Dragon 3, because it's a disappointment to the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. I'm done. I'd never want to talk about How to Train Your Dragon 3 or Ice Age 5. If I have to, then it is going to be a review where I will dissect everything that's wrong with that film and show you why these morons don't think jack dilly squat. I'm done here.